If you like our video, click the subscribe button to subscribe to our channel and get easy access to new content. To see our full suite of ad-free video courses and training materials, visit us at teachucomp.com. You can create data macros in Access to evaluate data when it is entered into Access tables. These macros perform the same function as stored procedures within larger relational database applications like Microsoft SQL Server, for example. You can also create named data macros Access can call the same way standalone macros are called. To create a data macro in Access, first open the table within which to create the data macro in Datasheet View. Next, click the Table tab of the Table Tools contextual tab in the ribbon. Then select with which data event to associate the macro by clicking the desired event from the listing shown in the Before Events or After Events button groups. Your choice determines when this macro is executed. If macros are already set for any of these events, they appear highlighted in the ribbon. Next, the Macro Design View window appears. Select the actions to execute when this macro is triggered in the future. When finished, click the Save button in the design window to save the data macro. You can also create a named data macro in Access that is associated with the selected table, but not with any event in the table. You can run these macros from other data macros or from standalone macros. To create a named data macro in Access, click the Named Macro button that appears in the Named Macros button group on the Table tab of the Table Tools contextual tab in the ribbon. Then click the Create Named Macro command from the drop-down menu that appears. Create the macro as normal by using the actions available in the Add New Action drop-down. You can also add parameters if needed to a data macro in Access. Parameters let you pass values to a named data macro for evaluation. You can also use them to pass object references from a standalone macro to a data macro. To add a parameter to a data macro, click the Create Parameter hyperlink at the top of the macro. Next, in the Name field, type a unique name for the parameter. This is the name you use to refer to the parameter in your expressions. Optionally, you can type a description for the parameter into the Description field. This is recommended because when you use the parameter in the future, the description you enter here appears as a tooltip. This helps you remember the purpose of the parameter. To run a named data macro from another macro in Access, use the Run Data Macro action within the standalone macro. This action provides a box for each parameter created within the data macro, so you can give it the necessary parameter values. Remember to click the subscribe button to see more of our videos. Get ad-free courses at teachucomp.com.